Well, tonight on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people are afraid right now because Trump and ICE and Tom Homan is going door to door. They're hitting all the major cities. They're not playing. Well, a lot of, the immigrants are starting to get some act right. And now some of the immigrants who didn't want nothing to do with us, immigrants that did not want to join any kind of union with us, right? Now all of a sudden they want to reach out to FBAs, and I'm getting offended at this point. But let's go ahead and play this clip.
Amazed of how many people from the black community are telling me to go back to Mexico, telling Mexicans to go back to Mexico because we're illegal and it's a crime. It was also a crime when your ancestors went to Mexico, when they were escaping the white people and Mexico helped them. A lot of Mexicans got killed for that. They helped them. They help your people. We didn't oppress you guys. And this is how you guys pay us. In the past, black people needed Mexicans. Right now, Mexicans need you guys. And in the future, you never know because things change. Sometimes maybe the white people are going to need us. Maybe the black people are going to need us. You don't know because God give us things. Give us blessings, but he can take them away so fast. So you need to be humble. You need to be humble.
Now, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why what she says is offensive to me. Now, it was all good about a week ago, wasn't it? It was all good about a week ago. You wasn't talking like this at all, ma'am. We can easily go back to your TikToks and see you wasn't mentioning anything about needing FBAs. But now, this week, Donald Trump gets in office and all of a sudden, hey, what are FBAs at? Well, let's address something she said historically. Yes, she's 100% correct. They were escaped slaves from Texas that went into Mexico. The slave owners tried to go retrieve them, and the Mexican army did fight them and kill them for trying to come into Mexico to retrieve slaves. They were slaves like John Horace and the Black Seminoles. They went down there to Mexico as well. We know about Gaspar Yanga and all different things that happened over there. Now, that's true. But let's talk about the conditions of black people in Mexico. The black Mexicans weren't even recognized till when? About 2015-ish or so, somewhere around there? Well, if we just start counting them, colorism is horrible in Mexico. The darker you are, the more the problem. If you're black or you are indigenous, like the Oaxacans, people like that, you treated like crap in Mexico. Let's call it what it is. Why haven't they had a president in Mexico that looks dark like a Oaxacan or a black Mexican? Have you seen one? You haven't seen one, have you? All of them got this white look, right? The past president, what they call him, AMLO, and the current president, Claudia Sheinbaum, they all look white. They don't look indigenous. They don't look black at all. Mexico has a major racism problem. So let's not talk about that, ma'am. And that's why some of you come over here and you have a problem with black folk, because in your homeland you have a problem with black folk, with the black Mexicans that's over there. That's number one. Number two, you only want to use my people because you fear that Trump and ICE is about to get you. For years, black Americans have wanted a black-brown coalition. Black and brown. Hey, it's black and brown people. Hey, what the police do to black and brown people? Hey, discrimination against black and brown. Hey, job discrimination against black and brown. Oh, they redlining black and brown. Everything was black and brown. And ma'am, people of your community didn't want a black and brown alliance. You wanted to side with the white people. And now the good white people are showing you that they didn't want no alliance with you. They never had an alliance with you. They only ally with themselves. And we tried to ally with all of you. And all of you said, hell no. I don't want no ally with any of you black folk. And now we've said, okay, we cool. It is what it is. Do you have some black people saying, go back to Mexico? Yeah, you have some. Oh, yeah, you do. But even the majority of black people still not saying that. The majority isn't saying it. But it's offensive to only need somebody when you're in trouble. So I guess when you out of trouble, you don't need us no more. You don't need the black community. Then you have the nerve to say humble ourselves. Why do we need to humble ourselves? What do we do? Why don't you go tell the white people? There's more white folks telling you to go back to Mexico. They always been telling you to go back to Mexico. We haven't even started that mess. They did it. They in the chat right now telling you the same thing. They probably calling ICE on you right now. Telling them what? But see, we told y'all. We told all of you. Them people don't like you. Because you thought maybe because you're a little lighter skinned, your hair's a little straighter, you know, that you was good with them. You was in there with them. And the whole time black folks say, no, you wasn't. They didn't like you, man. How many times have we told you that? And see, a lot of you immigrants would have never found this out until Trump got elected. See, if Kamala would have got elected, that lady wouldn't be saying nothing right now talking about, hey, FBAs, we need you. No. She's been talking all kind of cash-ish right now on black folks. And that lady is in LA. You don't get me started how black folks are treated in LA by people in her community, all them gangs. Let's talk about that Hawaiian Gardens case where the feds had to go and arrest all them people in your community as gangs that was firebombing black people, taking Molotov cocktails and throwing them in black people's houses. Ma'am, let's talk about that. What kind of black and brown alliance is that? Let's call it what it is. Why would black people want to save you at this point when you were doing when your people in your community was doing things like that, targeting black folk? Why would they want to help you? If anything, they probably would be trying to say, hey, Tom Homan, they over there. Because you let the males of your community run wild and do a bunch of things against black folk because you brought that anti-black racism from your homeland. So why? Why? Now you need us. What? Okay, you get saved and then what? We get a Sheriff Villanueva that's targeting us in LA County. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. It's wrong. It's completely wrong. Completely. But you talking about needing FBAs and all of that? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Go to your community. Go call LULAC. Go call your community and y'all deal with ICE and Tom Homan yourself. That's not our issue. That's not our problem. You deal with it, ma'am. Leave FBAs out of it.